Every Halloween, I like to go through some of my retail stories when I worked at Subway. Those are fun to do. And I ran out of like topics. I worked there for 3 years. You run out of text real quick, especially at a truck stop where a lot of times there's like zilch to do. And I've also been watching a lot of Daniel Thrasher where he does the r/Reddit stories, stuff like that, like dating advice, stuff like that, which not my horse, not my race. Oh, there's like fast food, so like Tales from Fast Food. So let's go through the r/Tales from Fast Food. Let's go and take a look at that. Welcome back to another episode of Fast Talk, the fast food show where I talk about fast food, talking faster about it. I really thought of doing something like do one of these a week, like theme things. I might, and then if those do well enough, every once in a while I might see more of the stuff. There's always retail stories, or maybe if there's a certain topic I want to talk about, let me know in the comments what you guys want me to do. All right, our first one. This is had a really weird and defensive DoorDasher. DoorDash is like such a bane on existence now. Like it's such easy to go DoorDash. I don't see people using that more, as often now. Like I see people sometimes the signs being like, "Hey, we have DoorDash," stuff like that. But I don't see them be DoorDashers. But especially when I was working in fast food, like during the height of the pandemic, I was surprised we didn't have more DoorDashers. But also, one thing Subway really did DoorDash. I'm sorry. So I was a cashier, and I noticed this man leaning over the counter, angling his phone over this pillar so he could take a picture of the DoorDash pickup area. It was aimed at a bag and warmer on the warmer, which was at eye level to my coworker, so he basically took pics of that and my coworker's face and back. I wonder where you work. It said there's a warmer, so it's gonna be, I don't know. Are you, and I'm assuming it's through the drive-thru, rings through part of this story. Apparently this is just a thing that happens, I guess. I asked what order he's picking up. Sometimes we get people trying to zoom in the names to see before asking. Typical. But then he started saying things like, "Whatever you think it is, mind your business," or something like that. It was just so weirdly phrased and heavily defensive that I immediately went to figure out what his deal was. You don't see that a lot. Like, I think like a lot of places now have it in the back where it's like cover where you can't see it and you have to go like, "Hey, I'm here for DoorDash order." It's a whole thing. Except for like places like I think Taco Bell, McDonald's, and like Tropical Cafe, you can kind of see it. Like it's very easy for someone to go boom out. Like that's weird. That's the weird part of DoorDash and like these pickup orders. I asked if he's picking up an order. He said yes, but he was also taking pictures of the menu. The menu is right above the cashier, not off to the side where DoorDash pickups were. I offered him a physical menu, but then he kept telling me to mind your business and to do my job or some S. And in this, as far as I can tell, she's doing the right thing. You offer them and you try to get them to go away. And it's very odd here. I would have just kicked him out. I said this to my job, and he was either taking zoomed in pictures or check if his bag was there, or he was taking pictures of a fellow female coworker. I was trembling due to fear of the confrontations, but this guy was also been effing defensive over something we could have easily handled by focusing on whatever order he needed to pick up or DoorDash. Yeah, it's odd. I would have just kicked him out and be like, there's the whole thing of like, every guest because no, if they're being weird and very like obviously being odd to everyone and you're thinking they're harassing a coworker, say something, kick them out. That's what I would have done. Whatever. My manager helped, but kept asking what his order was. He could go away, but again, some weirdly phrased sentence and telling her that I was clowning. This is why I hated working fast food. Like sometimes you get the weirdest guests. I don't know. Also, a couple months ago at my current job, I had someone DoorDash a lawnmower. Someone picked up a lawnmower through DoorDash. You can do that now. Why? Your manager could call DoorDash or with whatever order he picked up. Some of the phrasing on Reddit, it's ridiculous. And get him banned from getting orders from your shop. I would do this if he did actually end up picking up an order at some creepypasta illegal S he was doing. Yeah, just pick him out. Just kick him out. It's whatever. Next door. All right. Fast Food Chronicles. I've worked in fast food for nearly 8 years, and one thing has become abundantly clear. Many people don't understand fast food etiquette. For context, I spent a good amount of time at Popeyes. And let's just say, I have no plans of making a return. Like, Popeyes on the outside looks like a fine store. You go inside, it's very different. Like, it feels crowded. You can see the back, and it doesn't look like anyone's really happy. It's like going to Walmart. Like, the food's fine, but, like, it just feels odd. I hate going to Popeyes sometimes. It's just a hassle trying to get food there sometimes. The kitchen I worked at, it often felt less like a restaurant and more like a free therapy session for angry customers. Apparently, some thought it was perfectly acceptable to use our lobby as a place to unleash their frustrations, whether that meant yelling, throwing food, or just outright disrespectful. Yeah, that happens a lot. Especially at my job, people just be on the phone. Like, I could hear a full conversation about them talking to a lawyer. Go home. Go to your car and do that crap. And unfortunately, a lot of people are like frustrated with other things, and you just tend to be that person that would take it out on. It is very unfortunate. That's why I always think the people I work with or with fast food whenever I go get stuff. One particularly memorable experience involved a customer hurling an identified substance at me because they didn't want to wait for the fresh food they were supposedly asked for. You really haven't lived until someone's impatience turned into projectile mystery sauce moment. I never had that happen. Though today I had that happen, not to me, but I was at Burger King, it's in the drive-thru, and I guess someone complained about the fries. So they made a whole batch of fries, so it was good for me. I got nice hot fries. For them, they hope they got cold ones. This is like a testament of like what happens every day at fast food. So thank your people at the register cashier. My first week after being promoted to assistant manager, and it's lunch rush, all hands on deck. I am working to grill when it's my first customer complaint as a manager. It always feels like, because I had experience being a manager like for 5 weeks, all the time, like especially that first week, you get so many more complaints when you're not a team member. It's just management, but I feel like that first week you being manager, you get like a deluge of them. Like you have to make up for lost time. It's very unfortunate. Walked up to the counter and the guy was had a small bit of a 1/4 pounder left. He immediately starts screaming that it is the worst burger that he's ever had in his life. To be fair, with 6 registers and lines 12 deep, you kind of have to scream. This is why I hate fast food. You have 1/4 of a burger left. If it was that bad, you would not have finished it. Just go home. I yell over him in my most concerned, elevated voice. I am so sorry, sir. You should never feel like you have to eat a burger if you don't like it. In the future, please bring it back the right way. Please. Oh, I'm sorry. Please, in the future, please bring it back right away, and we will either refund your money or remake it for you. We don't want you to eat a burger if you don't like it. I would have told him to get out. I would told him, dude, there's so much going on. That's me. But like, don't be like, hey, I want a refund. Like, screw you, get out. And then I went back to work in the grill, and this guy took almost a full minute before he realized the device was all he was getting. Yeah, again, people like to complain for whatever reason. Especially like when I'm doing YouTube, I get complaints too. I had a guy today on Instagram. He's like, "This is the worst." He's such a backhand comment. He's like, "This is the best video ever when he leaves social media." Don't comment. You give me retention. You gave me engagement on social media. You would leave a comment. Now more of my stuff's gonna pop up on your feed. Click on the thing that says not interested. I don't know. The number of people that will finish their food because this refund has always been maddening to me. Yeah, it's asinine. If you didn't like it, don't go there again. When I worked at Subway, I had a guy return an item. He's like, I didn't like it. I'm like, dude, I can't take food over the counter. I'll remake it for you, but I gotta charge you for it. Like, unfortunately, that's how that works. Depending whichever fast food you work at, it is very unfortunate. That's why I always think the people that I get food from. Some people are just so entitled. It's pretty rare I ever take food back anywhere, but there's always crazy nice about it when I do. As long as I'm not getting a D, basically. Yeah, as long as you're being nice, we'll be nice back. That's just this. Got something at Starbucks one day, took a few sips, and noticed that the drink was slightly different from what I ordered. Walked back and asked if they could fix it. Not only did they remake it, but also let me keep them steak drink. I say that was quite a bit of sugar. Yeah, if it's their screw up and they admit it, that's fine. If you go like I've had that happen where I'm like, order something, I'm like, hey, it's not quite what I ordered, and they're like, oh, there was a screw up or something. I've had that happen. One time I told the customer to use our competitors. Oh, this is gonna be fun. This is an old story of mine before Uber Eats or Doordash, circa 2010s. So the highlight of fast food mania. I was at the shift manager of a pizza place, and I was opening that morning. The morning crew gets started at 9 a.m. It opens at 10 a.m. I open the door, hurry over to the alarm, and turn off. As I'm entering my code, the phone rings. People need to learn how to use grammar on social media. Gosh darn it. Normally, when the phone rings right at 9 a.m., it's the owner of the store manager waiting for the clock to turn 9 to call and yell at me. This time was different. It was an older woman. I'm wondering if you had a crappy manager. Let your teamers do your thing. If you're not there, don't be that person. This time was different. It was an older woman learning her words, asking to place the order. Great, I could take your order, but we don't have it ready until 10 a.m. when we open. She responds with, that's fine, I can wait an extra hour. Why would you call? Aren't you online being like, oh wait, they're not open yet? She places her order and starts telling me that her address for delivery. I stop her, I'm like, I'm sorry ma'am, we don't deliver. Very few places don't deliver. There's a pizza place here that doesn't deliver. And I like going to that fast food place and I will drive there. But it is all like most pizza places don't. It's actually kind of bizarre. But like, this is 2010. In a huff, she says, well, I'm drunk and I can't drive there to pick it up. Then go to bed. This is the only time I told a customer to please use one of our competitors who do delivery orders. I even told the story to the owner at some point, and he agreed that it was the correct thing to do. Yeah, my current job, major hardware store. Everyone's like, well, I guess I'll go to Lowe's. Go right ahead. You're going to be a jerk to me? I'm trying to help you out. You're just gonna be frustrating. Get out. How many times I've heard that, like, in front of places? This is like number one on your badge belt of like being fast food retail. I'm not the manager. Oh, these are so I'm a full-time college student that works at a huge burger joint when I'm home for the summer. I've been at this place for 6 years and used to enjoy my job, but recently the cons are outweighing the pros and the little things are making me upset. Tonight, one of these little things is why I decided to post here and see if I feel better after. Be careful, some of these jobs do take a look at the Reddits, especially if it's like that brand, like that store Reddit. I don't claim on my job because if I put on that Reddit. I closed our restaurant tonight with 3 other people, 2 workers and a manager. We aren't very busy after 9:30, so I decided to try to get our lobby clean so we could go home earlier. While I was out in the lobby, we had one of our newer people on the register. Keep in mind, my manager is nowhere to be seen, and it's the 4th time tonight. Unfortunately, there's people that are in power that decide, hey, I could screw around. I'm the boss, so I don't have to get in trouble for it. And you leave the new people on the clothesline. It's very unfortunate. And then there's one team member that has to pick up all the slack. 2 people come into the store. A lady and a gentleman. The gentleman asked for the new deal we have. So I have to go back in and help our new guy find the button at the register. Once we get the gentleman settled, the lady asked me if there's any way we could do breakfast sandwiches. Something fast food places don't tell you is that we can do half breakfast sandwiches after breakfast. Most places can't make the eggs or biscuits because the equipment gets cleaned. Being nice and you help them out and let them understand that. After that, that's their fault. But like, I've been in a situation where I've had to be the manager. If you have a new person, you should be watching, following around, make sure they're doing stuff right. Don't be screwing around, because I can see where this is going to go. I told the lady I'm not technically allowed to, but at the point it's 10:15, we've been dead for a bit. And I still had to charge her either way, so I made the decision to tell her I could technically make the sausage, but I can't make the eggs. Her face lit up. I rang her up for the breakfast sandwiches with no egg, and she explains that her and her husband, a trucker, will be on the road before we open in the morning, and she really appreciated it. My manager saw the order screen and got upset we made breakfast sandwiches. None of the other staff cared, and the profit was still made. I'm not sure why she was upset, but I'm not sure if I could care either. Here's the thing. If you're going to screw around and you're the manager, don't be on your courses. You don't deserve to because you're not around to watch them. And this person, as far as I know, did the right thing. Like, they follow the letter. And if it's in your policy or in the handbook that you can't do this, that's fine. If they want to argue that, you show it to them. Oh, in the list of cons, ignore the time off that I requested months in advance. Being told you'll mess it up and you don't have to know how, and you don't know how to do your job. 5 years here, people. They keep cutting my hours. I'm practically running the shifts myself, but I'm making the crew pay. They won't make me a manager. I get this. The quest thing's frustrating associated with myself. I've had that happen. The best thing you do is talk to them. You can tell them I don't respect you, that you don't want to respect the time off request. When I put a month in advance, we want to look at, that's fine. But like, worst case scenario, you just don't show up. You just say, hey, I took time off, and here's all the thing proof. You drive me up, I'll fight you for it. That's one thing. Being told you messed it up and you don't know how to do your job, that's frustrating. So if you've been there 5 years, I've had that experience. Like, I've worked retail 5-6 years, fast food 3 years. I know this. Like, that's the frustrating part, is when there's managers who don't think you can do your job when you probably do it better than them. They keep my hours. It could be because you're like there for only the summers. They might think you expendable. Unfortunately, that's something that happens. I'm practically running just myself, but yeah, that I've had that happen too. Like, it's one of those unfortunate causes. Honestly, the little things are building up, and we're already left 3 people this month, but tonight was the overflow. Update: I almost quit. So last night I ended up having an anxiety attack, and I was yelled at for doing my job. Same manager as before. The only reason I'm staying now is because I'm done for the school season in 2 days. Don't think I'll be returning next summer. Yeah, wait out 2 days. Like, that's the worst case scenario. What's worse that could happen? Like, you get 2 days left. They get sent home. Oh no, it's 2 days left. Like, this is the unfortunate about retail of any kind, retail or fast food. You kind of get looked down on because you work fast food from people that work fast food. Some people should not be management. Moral of the story: be nice to the people that you're getting served by. They can spit in your food. They will find ways to screw up your order, and you won't notice. I worked at Subway. There's ways I could screw up your order, and you won't even know. And I make it right in front of you. It's frustrating. It's fast food. You kind of deal with it. If you have these complaints, find a better job. But every job has crap like this. What do you think? Did you resonate with any of these stories? I sure did. There's a couple of these. I'm gonna do more of these. These are fun. Will I do like 4 of them? I don't know. It depends on how much I'm have. You might get 2. You might just get this one. Who knows? But let me know if there's like certain story you want to talk about from the time I worked fast food. Let me know. I could even do that. I could do like a lightning round, or I can get my brother, because he also worked at Subway. He'd be like, here's times we worked at Subway. And here's just a riff. You could also leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Follow me at FT_fastfoodies. Check my podcast. Look, subscribe podcast. Guys, have a day.